care workers this morning as well, as we go through the programme, talking about that too. Time now is 6:33.
We are always asking you to get in touch with your questions so that we can hopefully help answer them. And we've got from North London, Dr. Anshu Bhagat, who joins us this morning. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for talking to us this early morning on Friday. Morning. Whenever we talk to a GP, we always try to just figure out, first of all, how is life for you? How's working life? How's home life? How are you coping?
Morning. So I'm an NHS GP, but I am in a sort of unique position where I'm on the front line, where we also have GPs up and down the country, where we're really trying to sort of remobilise this workforce to get into remote consulting. So the front line is very much in primary care now, turned quite digital, and we're doing a lot of our first sort of patient contacts through telephone and video. And as you can imagine, this has been a huge shift for NHS primary care, and I think the landscape of primary care won't be quite the same again. In terms of personal life, it is tough, and I think, albeit we have many doctors in the family, you can imagine sort of often too many doctors can't be often a good thing here, and what you end up with is an environment where we are trying to reassure the non-medics in our family that it is safe for us to go out, and we have a process when we come back in. I can't hug anybody when I come home from work. I have to sort of go put all my clothes in the wash and have a shower and do all of our sort of disinfectant techniques that we use. But yes, it continues to be an intriguing challenge.
Now, I know you wouldn't say this because the short time we've been chatting, from what I know about you, you seem like a modest person, but I want to offer a little insight into your life. You do have a daughter who suffers from a chronic illness, and she had a most recent treatment on Monday, I understand. And just as an insight, even hugging her, for you, is difficult, isn't it? Because of what you're doing in your day-to-day life in your job.
You're right, and I think this is where, as doctors, whilst we have, we are also people, and we have families, and I'm also relying on the NHS, and she falls into sort of one of the higher category sort of risk in the terms that these are immunosuppressants, and the reality is I can't hug her. Even when I'm sort of clean, we kind of sort of, I'm trying to sort of keep my distance and trying to sort of keep her as safe as possible. So yes, these continue to be intriguing challenges that we're all going to have, and many GPs have, or doctors, or nurses, and we all have staff that are members of the family that we need to look after, and as well, obviously, as go out there and look after the public.
Well, wish you well with the family, of course, but I'm going to tap into your expertise at this moment in time. You were talking about the change in the way you're operating, the way you're dealing with patients. Lots of questions coming in. Mike has asked if you visit any care homes or people in the community. What's your opinion on PPE? What are you seeing when you're visiting patients?
So, I mean, if I just go specifically on visiting, and this is actually one of our biggest challenges, is how do we, whilst we've managed to reduce face-to-face appointments and we're running, everything through remote triage, we still have a vulnerable population who are housebound or bedbound, whether that be in nursing homes or even in their own homes. This is going to be one of our biggest challenges going forward, and the things that are being set up nationally are COVID-related sort of home visiting services. So, and these aren't sort of going back into sort of the normal environment that we're used to, where absolutely we do home visits and we go into nursing homes. We have to really sort of start to think about that the entire population may be carrying this, including us. And so we really need to make sure that we don the right gear when we go into these environments, which otherwise might be sterile environments. And what we don't want to do is bring something in, but vice versa, we also don't want to take anything out. So, and then leading on to the PPE question. So, the advice is there, whilst we've been given PPE, which is recommended. In our organisation, GPDQ, we really have gone above and beyond, and what we're asking all of our GPs, and we supply them with full face shields and masks, hair covers, full arm gowns, really to ensure that the workforce, the frontline staff, remain well. And if we start to think 25% of the workforce is currently at home isolating, that's the challenge we're trying to address while still deliver care to the houseplant population.
Shall we try to do a quick fire round? Because there's a lot of questions, and I think some of these can be answered quite quickly. Bill asks, can the coronavirus infect you from a cut as well as from your eyes, nose or mouth?
Yeah, so the virus can enter in any mucosal surface. So it can sit on your skin and it won't affect you. But obviously, if you touch your face or it can enter through moist mucous membranes. So that's your nose, your mouth, and your eyes.
Okay.
And obviously, when we say cuts, I mean, whilst it can't necessarily enter your bloodstream like that, obviously if you touch your face or anything like that, you can pass it on. Or and hence why we're really hand washing and our hygiene sort of elements are really important here to sort of drill that message home.
Ian asks his wife, who he says is never ill, had a fever for 8 days, lost her sense of smell. He says, of course, we're all isolated now, she's over it. How certain can we be that she actually had coronavirus because the rest of the family's fine?
Well, I suppose to be 100% certain, one would need to test, and that's a whole different discussion. But I think we must reflect that 80% of the population that suffer from symptoms will have mild to moderate symptoms and recover quite well. So I think as long as symptoms are manageable and that people are not experiencing acute symptoms of breathing problems and such things, that we are going to recover from this. There probably was a good chance, and I think this is why we have to assume that we don't see huge amounts of flu in April, and so we can assume that people are suffering from flu-like symptoms, that this possibly could be corona.
Dr. Anshu, Bhagat, thank you so much. I like the picture behind you. Who drew that? The NHS with the
My
rainbow.
daughter drew that. Yes, they both insisted that we put this up. So I pulled it off the front window and put it behind.
Rightly so. I think that's a very good home decorating tip. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Good luck to you and the family, and of course at work.
A lot of people hearing the early part of that conversation will completely get that absence of hugs. We know it's not forever, and everyone understands. Whatever you said in lots of different little ways, it's difficult. No point pretending otherwise.
It is 20 minutes.